Chat, we're doubling up. Might potentially be a positive pregnancy test. We're about to find out.
Oh, it's on the fourth one.
Did it just say what it was?
No, it's doing the fourth one.
I'm
sick to my stomach.
I am too.
It's dead.
My heart's beating in my chest. Don't.
Don't look.
No, just show it. Just show it. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
I mean, like this life in my 20s thing is like kind of like a personal diary for me to like look back on in the future and stuff, see how things, how I reacted to certain situations. But like above anything, it's more like a, art project, long-term kind of art project, filmmaking project, whatever you want to call it, just like live, raw emotions, authenticity, honesty, like the good and the bad, just very, raw 20s, just life. And for my art to be, really what I want it to be, I have to be vulnerable and honest with you guys. And this is just not a very good night I'm having. There's ups and downs with this, Can't even hold the camera still right now, but...
I'm sorry you're uncomfortable. I tried to clean them. Daddy, put this thing out for him.
The lighting is... Alright. Shit's serious. I'm in my car. Time for a car talk. I don't know why I had to state that. You can probably tell from the steering wheel in your fucking face. I don't know how good the lighting's gonna be. I'm trying to shoot this in black and white, so sorry if it's, not the best. I'm also just gonna go ahead and apologize because I know this isn't like the most, artistic video in this Life in My 20s series. It's not the best thing for, the artist eye per se. Not the best shots or anything. It's just a little bit more of like, just a personal kind of just like sit down video. Cause I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm pretty fucking scared, but also at the same time, I'm just like so happy. And it really has changed my life. Like all my friends are so supportive. All my family's so supportive. Me and my fiance is just like so happy. We can't wait. We're already buying shit for the baby. We got family members buying shit for the baby. I mean, the baby's gonna be loved by, us and our family, but it's still just a scary thing. I'm just gonna be like vulnerable here with y'all for a moment. There has been some times where I've like really struggled, mainly in my adult life with a lot of like depression, anxiety, which I know is like very common, not like a pity party thing, There's been times where I've had, some bad thoughts. I wouldn't say, like wanting to like do any harm to myself, but kind of like a thing where I wouldn't care if any harm was done to me, if that makes sense. But, ever since I've had a child, it's just like made me realize, how precious my life is and all these small blessings I didn't really notice before. Like, you guys might see some shots from later in the video. We went to a Tyler Childers concert in my home state, and, on the way back, it was just an hour-and-a-half ride, but on the way back, I was just really emotional, just getting like teary-eyed and stuff, because it's such a huge blessing that, me and the mother of my child with, the child in her belly made it back home safely. Which, some other people, it might have already clicked for you. Sorry if I'm a late bloomer, but it's really just made me change my opinion on a lot of things. I'm just so thankful for life. Like I said, there was a lot of times where I wouldn't want to do harm to myself, but I wouldn't really care if like any harm was done to me. For like the first time in my life, I'm like really caring about my health. I'm trying to completely stop the nicotine, the caffeine, anything that's going to give me like long-term damage to my heart, my lungs, any of my organs. So I'm really just trying to wean off everything. I haven't been drinking as much, every now and then if I'm hanging out with the boys or whatever, I have a couple beers. But yeah, it really is life-changing. It's awesome. It's not going to change too much in my life because all my friends I hang out with, like we're all pretty much family anyways. I can take my kid to hang out with my friends. Camera stopped for a second. It's going to grow up around my friends and my family. Nothing's really going to change in my life. Some of my online buddies, Manny and Libby, if you guys are watching this, thank you guys so much. You guys have also been, just such a great help, just, giving me tips, kind of, calming my nerves on a lot of things. I mean, they play a lot of games and, they say nothing's going to change. I can still play my games or whatever. Still going to be able to, do my life in my 20s, filming, all that. Still going to be able to do a lot of other things. And I'm actually just now picking up photography as well. I got this camera here. It's like a Insta-X Mini 7S. just like a print and shoot, but you can also take pictures on like an SD card with it. It takes some pretty good pictures, and I'm trying to learn new art forms. I'm already pretty decent, like, you know, with like cinematography, videography, whatever you want to call it. But I've been watching a lot of, I think his name's like Trevor Wiseman or Trevor Wisecup, something like that. Also, been watching a lot of Austin Augie. Two great artists. I love their videos and their photography. I'm just now starting to really appreciate the art form that is photography, you know what I mean? Because I always kind of thought it was just like a thing, you know, every white girl does. Just, you know, go outside, take pictures of a tree, call themselves, you know, photographer. There's a lot more to it, especially like, you know, live photography or in Austin Augie's case, you know, street photography, things like that. So yeah, life's just been pretty good recently. Like I said, I'm scared as hell. Not too worried financial wise, because I mean we live pretty comfortable right now. I do a pretty good job providing. You know, I know we're gonna be all right as far as, you know, feeding the kid, getting all of its needs and all that goes. As you guys have seen in my other videos, I've kind of talked about it. My house is kind of like a construction zone because, you know, I started remodeling it and kind of just never got around to finishing it. And so the other day, a couple days after we found out that we are expecting a baby now, you know, we got our asses in gear and we started getting some remodeling done. So
chàng ở hậu phương. Sẽ không bao giờ em đi lấy chồng nếu chưa gặp người em đang ước mơ. Tung cánh sắt trong bầu trời thanh khiết, bay cao bụi xanh biếc sẽ tan trong màn.
yeah, guys, I'll probably drop another video talking about, you know, my thoughts on being a father at such a young age. This is just a couple things, you know, just off the top of my head. I can spit at you guys real fast. But I mean, don't listen to what other people say. Having a baby does not ruin your life. It's such a blessing, especially if, you know, you believe in God and all that. It's such a blessing, man. Mine was, you know, perfect timing. God only knows. Some of my friends know what I've been going through recently, but perfect timing. I mean, you guys know, if you guys, you know, seen my video about my grandparents dying or my grandfather's dying. You know, I've just been thinking about a lot of death recently, so a new beginning or birth is kind of refreshing for me. Got my mind off of things, so I'm very appreciative to God. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this, you know, Life in My 20s film series, whatever you want to call it, vlog series. I hope you guys stick around. Let me know in the comments if you guys are enjoying it, and thanks for sticking around. Sorry it wasn't the best, you know, shot-wise. Next video will be better, boys. But yeah, have a great rest of your night. Love you guys.